Hi, I'm Greg Denny. I want to share one really important tip for positive parenting. Hey, isn't parenting wonderful? Isn't it so exciting? I hope if you don't have children yet, I hope you're looking forward to being a parent. If you do, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you live in each moment. You enjoy it, even the hard ones, even when the kids are making a disaster, when they're fighting with each other, when they're destroying the house, and you got poopy diapers, and you're just like, ah. I hope you love that, embrace those moments. It's part of parenting, right? And it's fun and it's exciting, and sometimes it's frustrating, but you step back and go, wait a minute. Kids are being kids. Let's let them play and have a great time. I hope you love it. But I hope you take it seriously. Too many parents just think, oh, I got this. I figured it out. And they don't study it. It's one of the most complex and challenging things in life. And I think it's the greatest responsibility and stewardship in life, hands down. I wholeheartedly believe in that quote. Says no other success can compensate for failure in the home. I believe that. What you do in the walls of your own home is the most important work you will ever do. And so I want to give you this tip that for positive parenting. It's about setting up structure and rules. You see, people want leadership. I love training dogs, and I have a big new puppy, a Cane Corso, and she is just intelligent. And as I studied dog training, I realized, dogs, they love the pack, and they have a pack mentality, and there's always a pack leader. And a dog wants restrictions, it wants boundaries, it wants rules. It needs to and wants to know what it can do and what it cannot do. People are much the same way, that we want leadership, we want rules, we want order. It can't be chaos. Sometimes we think, oh, geez, I wish I could just drive down the road, as fast as I can, wherever I want to go and drive. That would be chaos and mayhem and accidents and death everywhere. It's the fact that there's rules. Yeah, you need to drive within limits. You need to have, stay on this side of the road and they'll stay on that side. And you need to stop and let other people pass. We have these rules, and so it brings us freedom. And that seems kind of ironic, but having structure and boundaries really brings freedom and health. An animal that knows what its boundaries are, what it can and cannot do, feels happy and healthy, right, and secure. A person who has boundaries and rules and standards and values in place is a happy, healthy person that's moving toward freedom and toward excellence. It actually brings great things. But here's the caution. You can't live in lawlessness. You can't be the parent that says, do whatever you want, because it's just chaos. And you go crazy, the kid goes crazy, and they're just like, what do I do? It's not a healthy environment. But nor can you go too far and have all these crazy rules. And I see a lot of parents who come up with really, what I think is just crazy rules. So now you're probably wondering, all right, well, what rules do I put in place? What rules don't I put in place? And, I don't have all the answers. But as I've raised my own 6 children, as I, grew up with multiple stepfathers and in a broken home and saw somewhat not to do, as I've traveled around the world and worked with a lot of couples and a lot of families, and I've been speaking and coaching and mentoring and visiting homes, as I've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of youth, and still do, some who have come from very happy, healthy, successful homes, and others who are really struggling and rebelled and got lost and hurt because of parental mistakes. Now, I've been able to see a lot of that. I read so many books on this. I love studying it and learning from it. And it's such an important thing to understand. You know best. Or will know best. Don't think, well, I got this, I know this. No, I say, well, it's my family. I can learn what's best by studying, by thinking, by practicing. So I challenge you to be temperate. Allow your children to act their age, right? Don't expect your little kids to act like adults, and study it out, think about it, be really conscious and deliberate about it, and give a lot of time and attention to being the very best parent you can. And make sure you do have wonderful boundaries standards in your family, values that are very high, and that are healthy, that aren't hurting your child, that aren't pushing too much or pushing too little. You find that appropriate balance, but always on a quest for greatness, a quest for excellence. Remember, what you do as a parent is the most valuable, most important thing you do in your life. I really believe that. So do it well. Don't get a complex about it, but spend time really refining yourself as a parent, really evaluating why you do what you do. Sometimes we just do it because it's a knee-jerk reaction. Sometimes we do it, well, that's what my mom did, or that's what my dad did. No, I saw the neighbor do that. Well, don't do that. And sometimes we do it just because it's social conditioning, or well, this is what we do in society. It's been wonderful for our family to travel around the world and see what other cultures do, because it's very different from our own culture. And I think, oh man, it allows you to look back objectively and say, well, that's really good and that's really cruddy. Why do we do that? We're not going to do that and keep perpetuating that. So take it seriously, get into it, be excited about it, value each moment. Set up those boundaries that are healthy and wonderful, and create this family culture that's awesome. Now, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And go to gregdenning.com, put in your name and email. I'm going to be sending out a lot about families. We feel so strongly about protecting families and keeping them strong. So we're going to send out all kinds of great videos and tips and strategies and story and inspiration and motivation about creating an excellent family culture. So make sure you do that. You're there and you get in and create a fantastic life for your families. Reach upward.